every single games that I go to. It feels amazing that we've managed to play a part in their recovery.
The Sussexes continue to follow their own path in California.
Prince Harry's new Netflix documentary series, Heart of Invictus, has been labelled bland by some critics. Others say it's a great way to see Harry at his finest, at his most natural.
Let's turn to royal news now. Prince Harry is reportedly going to offer an invite to the royal family for the 2027 Invictus Games, which could see a long-awaited reunion for the Duke of Sussex and his family. It's been reported that Prince Harry is keen to reconcile with King Charles.
Oh, honey, you won't believe what just happened. Prince Harry waltzed onto that stage thinking he was going to reclaim his glory, like some royal hero coming back to save the day. But sweetie, what he got instead? Total humiliation. One brutal jab from Graham Norton, just one. And that was it. Prince Harry's pride shattered into a million pieces on live TV. He didn't just walk off, no. He stormed out. Red-faced, jaw clenched, like someone had just revoked his royal title all over again.
Touching down solo Tuesday afternoon to celebrate a decade of the Invictus Games he helped to create.
It's our birthday at Invictus Games Foundation, and we're all very excited and thrilled.
And let me spill this. Things were already simmering behind the scenes, but after that roast, it exploded into a full-on inferno. Word is, Harry didn't just get emotional, he went nuclear. We're talking glass-throwing, wall-shaking, staff-scattering rage. One insider said it was like watching Mount Vesuvius erupt in Kensington Palace. Picture this: Harry, trembling, furious, hurling a glass that shattered against the wall while the room went dead silent. Yep, that's the level of meltdown we're dealing with.
Less than a month away, March 4th, get your barf bag. We'll have to recap that because I'm hearing that it's really interesting. It's all about how she's a super friend.
He's mocking wounded warriors, Harry screamed. His voice echoed through the halls, vibrating off those palace walls like a royal tantrum on steroids. Staff were frozen trying to calm him down, but it was useless. The damage was done, and baby, the meltdown had already leaked beyond the palace gates. The media, oh, they were ready with their popcorn.
The father and son at separate events just over 3 miles apart Tuesday. Buckingham Palace isn't commenting on Harry's.
But this isn't just another case of hurt feelings. No, darling, this is symbolism. This is about betrayal. Harry, the man who built the Invictus Games, the very event meant to honor injured veterans, was now being dragged for allegedly ghosting it. And to top it off, whispers were spreading like wildfire that he hadn't even confirmed for the 2027 Games. Like, seriously?
Ever in a great host.
Right.
I never hear about Meghan Markle throwing parties. I hear about her crashing them.
Yes.
The critics didn't hold back. He's sabotaging his own legacy, one ranted. Others accused him of treating Invictus like his own PR toy. Show up when it's convenient, disappear when it gets uncomfortable. The same man who stood tall with veterans is now playing hide and seek with his own project.
Before I let you go, let me play you a little clip from Angela Rayner. She, of course, is our beloved Deputy Prime Minister with a crooked fringe. And she was asked unbelievably on the...
A once noble cause now swimming in scandal. Harry, yes, the face of Invictus, being labeled a hypocrite. Veterans, they were heartbroken. The public, outraged. And behind the scenes, the royal fallout had just begun. Buckle up.
That will be bittersweet. That will cement in many people's minds that while some relationships within the royal family are still very different.
Usually when Graham Norton cracks a joke, it's just another cheeky moment we all laugh off. But not this time. Oh no, this joke hit like a royal missile. It didn't just sting, it shattered. And the fact that it came from Graham freaking Norton, that made it nuclear.
BBC, I don't know where the standards have gone on the BBC, but they actually asked her if she called Prince Andrew a nonce. Check this out.
Did you refer to a member of the royal family as something I'm not sure we're allowed to say on a Sunday morning, but in case...
Let's not forget, Graham isn't some sleazy tabloid puppet. He's a national treasure. People adore him. His humor is sharp, yes, but never cruel. So when he decided to throw shade, the whole country sat up. That joke wasn't just comedy. It was a cultural reckoning. A mic drop heard round realm, and the audience, they roared. But for Harry, it was a death knell. He wasn't just mocked, he was reduced to a punchline.
Stark difference from the first Invictus Games 10 years ago. But Harry always focused on the mission of the game.
Twitter exploded. Hashtags like Norton unsaid what we think and Prince of Punchlines trended faster than you can say Sussex. People weren't just amused, they were validated. Finally, they said. Someone said what we've all been thinking.
Did you suggest?
Again, I'm not making any comments about what said or not said in
Did you
somebody
deny that you called a member of the royal family a nonce?
Said in a book. I don't.
And let's be real, this didn't come from some media hater like Piers Morgan. No, this was Graham Norton, liked, trusted, relatable. So when he torched Harry on live TV, it didn't just entertain. It legitimatized all the doubts.
The show shines a light on Harry's own experiences, but it's also about the inspiring competitors and, surprisingly...
Backstage, panic mode. Sources say Harry was gutted. One royal insider said it best. He can handle being slammed by tabloids, but when Graham Norton turns on you, you've lost the room.
Comment on what somebody suggests was said in a book, or actually the private conversations that I did have during the passage of the bill.
And the worst part? There was no comeback, no statement, no PR push, just the sound of laughter from a nation and the cold silence of a royal ego crumbling.
Touch from Meghan Markle. So, can the Sussexes rebrand, or is there only currency?
And while Harry spiraled in silence, Buckingham Palace stayed eerily quiet. But don't let that fool you, darling. Behind those stone walls, tension, fury, betrayal, and at the heart of it all, King Charles, a father quietly seething.
Well, I thought it was very, very good because it was...
King Charles, dealing with his own health struggles, felt gut-punched. Harry hadn't even visited him during his rare UK trip. No check-in, no family hug. And skipping out on Invictus, that was salt in the wound. To Charles, it was more than just a snub. It was a rejection of everything the monarchy represents.
Charles and other royal relatives for the 7th instalment of the Invictus Games, according to the Daily Mail.
And listen to this, T. A senior royal courtier spilled that this wasn't just about a family squabble anymore. Nope, this was image, duty, legacy. The Invictus Games weren't just a pet project, they symbolized modern royal. And Harry, he was throwing that symbol away like yesterday's press release. Word inside the palace is loud and clear. If Harry ditches Invictus, he's on his own. No spin, no sympathy, no lifeline.
Invitation will be sent out in late June, and this will be followed by a formal invitation. How do you think this is going to be received? Do you see this playing out the way Harry potentially wants it to?
Even the royal aides, some of whom used to quietly back Harry, have had enough. It's always about Harry. One insider snapped, his pain, his drama, his narrative. But what about the veterans? The heroes who trusted Harry to speak for them? All of it. Abandoned. For what? Another Netflix deal? Another Oprah sit down? One aide's words hit hard. Where I stopped liking this whole thing is when Harry turned up just to moan again. This isn't about him anymore. He's not the spare. He's the problem, and no one's rushing to fix him this time. Yikes. Back in sunny Montecito, inside that luxurious mansion, total chaos. Harry's team was spinning in every direction trying to patch things up, while King Charles was out in full regalia, smiling at garden parties. Harry was brooding behind closed doors, refusing to be seen. The difference couldn't have been more dramatic. Sources say PR meetings turned into crisis calls. Drafts were written, scrapped, rewritten. No one could agree. Should they own the backlash, pretend it never happened, or create a shiny distraction? The panic was real, the pressure smothering. Cracks were showing, and the recurring issue, Harry himself. His mood swings, his obsession with media perception, the way he lashes out when he feels boxed in. Staff were walking on eggshells, assistants were exhausted, and that PR dream they had, crumbling. And behind all this, a truth no one dared speak too loud. The narrative isn't his to control anymore. And oh boy, here's where it really gets messy, because Invictus was supposed to be untouchable. The one legacy Harry had that was solid, meaningful, real. But now, even that's wobbling. Planning for the 2027 games is already underway. Venues, sponsors, logistics, it's a huge global operation. But you know what's missing? Harry. His voice, his leadership, his presence, and people are noticing. Insiders from inside the games organization say donors are panicking, sponsors are asking questions, phone calls are flying in. Is Harry still in? And all they're getting back? Silence. And that silence? Deafening. And it's not just the suits and funders who feel burned, it's the veterans, the amputees, the trauma survivors, the war heroes who once saw Harry not as a prince, but as a brother, a man who walked the talk, who turned his pain into purpose. Now, they feel ghosted. Among military circles, especially those close to the games, the vibe has changed. What used to feel like a shared mission now feels like a celebrity vanity project. One insider said it flat out. Harry's lost the soldier spirit. Hollywood swallowed him whole, these veterans. These people, they didn't just respect Harry, they believed in him. They shared with him. They let him in. And now they're wondering, was it all just PR? And while this trust crumbles, Meghan Markle's silence has become absolutely deafening. Yes, Meghan, the woman who once stood front and center at the Invictus Games, flashing that picture-perfect smile, giving rousing speeches, now nowhere to be seen. No statement, no appearance, not even a cryptic Insta quote. But make no mistake, sweetie, it's not just silence, it's strategy. Sources close to Meghan say she didn't want Harry returning to London at all. Not for security, not even for family, for optics. She reportedly thought going back to the UK was a terrible look, a step backward that risked everything they'd carefully rebranded in America. The victimhood, the philanthropy, the selective vulnerability. For Meghan, the UK isn't home. It's hostile territory, a battlefield she escaped. And honey, she's not going back. And while she sits pretty in Montecito, her absence is louder than ever. She's detached herself from Invictus, this brand she once helped build. Is she protecting her image? Cutting her losses? Choosing peace over drama? People are whispering. Maybe it's all about self-preservation now. As for Prince William, he's out here thriving, attending state functions, giving powerful speeches, showing up for duty, basically doing all the things Harry used to be praised for, and doing it with class. The contrast? Oof, it's brutal. Harry is being chased by paparazzi and Netflix crews, fighting legal battles and avoiding eye contact with the press. William? He's stepping into his future gracefully. He's not just rising because Harry's falling. Nah, this is strategic, calculated. The palace is pushing William as the moral compass of the monarchy. And you know what? It's working. People are watching, they're comparing, and the difference is so stark, it's painful. One brother poised to wear the crown, the other hiding in California, wondering where it all went wrong. And the palace? Oh, honey, they've washed their hands of it. No more calls to PR, no more behind-the-scenes scrambling. They've stepped way back, letting Harry drown in his own decisions. Strategic detachment, they call it. But really, it's just plain ruthless. They waited, they watched. And now, as Harry spirals from scandal to scandal, the royal family sips tea untouched by the storm. Because here's the harsh reality nobody wants to say out loud. The palace doesn't need Harry anymore. The future is William and Kate. Harry wanted freedom. He's got it. Along with the chaos and the consequences, she's not rushing in to defend him, not trying to salvage the moment. And people are noticing that once unshakable Sussex image, the united front, the love story, the shared mission, it's unraveling thread by thread. Insiders say Meghan's strategy is survival. Protect the brand, keep her name clean. If that means letting Harry sink alone, so be it. And while she remains composed, Harry's the one spiraling, the one trending, the one mocked, the one everyone's asking, what happened to you? And the answer, he let it all slip. Because once upon a time, Harry was the prince who got it, who stood shoulder to shoulder with war veterans and made them feel seen, who used his pain not to lash out, but to build something beautiful. Now he's the man who stormed off a live TV set after one joke, who ghosted the games he once swore were his heart, who lives in silence while his legacy drowns in laughter. And here's the bitterest truth. The royal family, they're done chasing him. There will be no more statements, no more late-night PR rescue missions, no spin. They're letting him fall. Strategic detachment, they call it. But it's cold, brutal, and maybe necessary? Because Harry wanted freedom, and now he has it. Freedom from the firm, freedom from titles, freedom from duty, but with that freedom came consequences. And those consequences are looking real ugly right now. And Invictus, it's no longer his safe space. It's a battlefield of accountability. And the question echoing through every press room, every boardroom, every veteran gathering is painfully simple. Can Prince Harry still be the heart of Invictus if he keeps disappearing when the spotlight fades? The press has answered. The palace has answered. Even the veterans are beginning to answer. Now it's Harry's turn, and time is running out.